This is a short video on how to set up to knit in the round using two circulars for the socks. What I've done here is I've used a long tail cast on, and I've cast on 40 stitches on one 24-inch circular needle. And now I'm going to set things up so that I can use two circular needles to knit in the round. So to do that, I have to get half of my stitches on my other 24-inch circular needle. So to do that, I'm going to move the stitches to the other end of my circular needle. And I'm going to take my second circular needle, and going point to point, I'm going to move half of the stitches to this new circular needle, just simply slipping point to point. That will maintain the stitch orientation, so you don't have to worry about stitches being incorrectly mounted. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 2, 4, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. Okay, so now I've got 20 stitches on one needle and 20 stitches on the other. I want to make sure that my cast on edge is in between the two sets of needles, and then I'm just going to pull both needles, pull the stitches onto the cables for both needles, and swing around here. I want my working yarn coming from my back needle, and I want the stitches on the front needle close to the needle of the tip. Now I'm going to knit with just one circular needle at a time. The stitches on the other circular needle are just going to sit there nice and quiet and wait for me to get to them. And so you just begin, your stitches. Make sure at this point, you snug that stitch up so that you don't create a ladder. And I'm going to knit in 2x2 ribbing all the way across these 20 stitches. I'm going to pause until I get to the end. So I've finished knitting the stitches across this needle. I'm going to pull this cable at this point. I'm going to turn things around. I'm going to slide the stitches on the cable, the stitches that are now in the front after I turned, get them back up on my needle to the point, find the end of this circular needle, and I'm going to knit across the stitches on this needle over to the other side, just like so. I'll pause while I'm knitting across this row, and so I finish knitting all the stitches on this needle, and again I just slide those stitches onto the cable, turn these things around, and repeat the process, knitting half the stitches on one circular needle and half the stitches on the other circular needle, continuing to knit around, and that's how you knit circular with two circs.